Okay, guys, this is day number 16, I believe. Let me see. Yep, day number 16 of Jack's birthday countdown for me. Tonight we're gonna be playing Volume 3. I only lost 15 television on the television. I think that's my second weakest, I think. Yeah, it's my second weakest. I have no special guest with me, it's just me.
Has someone seen my Vienna sauce?
There we go.
Okay, before you can play a game,
Raoul, darling, we need names.
play a little quick game of Raoul Says. Raoul Says, tell me how many people are playing.
One.
Number one player. Hey, don't feel bad, that's better than zero, isn't it? Now tell me what your name is.
Rain stick?
Okay, you want a 7-question game or you want a 21-question game?
Full game, please.
All over it.
30 seconds.
Your buzzer is the letter B as in Babbage, which is something that rhymes with cabbage.
It should be an LTC.
20 seconds.
There's no possible
About 5 inches. It looks like it's
I
going to be a
don't
frame.
Hey.
20 seconds. All right, listen. This couldn't be any simple. Question comes on the screen. You think you know the answer, you buzz
There
in.
is a Jack question, but
Easy. You got
that's
it?
associated with
seconds.
sports.
9,
But I'm not looking
Okay,
that
get the
up
desktop
because
out of
I'll
here.
be
Let's go to
cheating.
black. All right, folks, see you on the other side. 3.
My Little Doppelganger. Also available, My Little Split Personality and My Little Addiction.
For Jack fans, Jackbox Games is Jellyvision. Just to let you know.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see ya. Yada, yada, yada. Well, all right, that's out of the way. So it's just you playing this time around, huh? Nothing to be ashamed of. Just don't let it happen again. Well, let's get started. Okay, I need a category. Here we have travel emergencies and childish giggling. And you're playing for $3,000 cash money. Okay, imagine this. You're in Germany when you realize you're thirsty, your hands are wet, your pencil's broken, and you've really got to go. Which of these is not an actual German product you could buy? Oh, time for an unhappy end.
Uh-oh.
Should have picked this. You will not be able to find stiff dong paper towels. Isn't that always the way? You can never find a stiff
It's
dong
hard.
when you need one.
International items are hard.
Category, please. This category's known as
Play ball.
Get it right, I'm handing over 2K. Ever hear that old joke about the last words of the Star-Spangled Banner being play ball? Well, hands over your heart and up on your feet. What are the last words of the fourth
In the
verse of the
home
Star...
of the brave.
Each verse of the Star-Spangled Banner ends with the home of the brave.
Easy me.
You can sit down now.
Alright.
I need a category.
1, 2, praise be almighty 3.
Well, what do we have here? Ew! $1,000 if you
We're
get
going
it. Put your tray in the
backwards.
upright position. It's time for takeoff. Suppose there were a country called Boogerland whose sole industry was making used tissues. What would you call the value of all the used facial tissues sold in any one year? Yearly underwritten commodities, gross national product, consumed production rate, or cyclical mean revenue?
2 or 3.
CPR? No, that's what you do if you consume snot-filled tissues.
Oh.
Let's take a look at the right answer.
Oh.
The value of a country's entire product output is called the gross national product, or GNP.
Come on, people. We gotta step up production or we're gonna fall behind Poopville this quarter.
Okay, pick a category.
You can't stop at 3, no, you gotta head for, yeah.
The category, all crayons want to be Mr. Black. $2,000 says you don't know this
There's a
one.
lot of
Let's
jobs.
rock.
Jowls. not
Which of the
jowls.
following reservoir dogs could not be found in a classic
Okay,
box of
there
8
is a
Crayola
Mr.
crayons? Mr. Orange, Mr. Pink, Mr. Brown, or Mr. Blue?
I think there's a Mr. Orange. I don't think it's a Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown is one of the original 8, and he was killed off early when some kid stuck him in an ear
it's
canal.
Mr. Blue or Orange.
For the curious, here's the right answer. Pink is not one of the original 8 Crayola colors, but he is the only crayon to survive the homeroom bloodbath.
Oh.
All right, hit me.
I was confused. Darn it.
Let's blow this time and head for number 5.
And I believe this one's called Rudolph the Brown-Nosed Cabinet Member. You get this one right, and it's $3,000. Remember all those Christmas specials that used animated puppets like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Well, if the Island of Misfit Toys decides to follow the economic policies of mercantilism, which of these would make the best finance minister? Heat Miser, Winter Warlock,
I'm
Yukon
not gonna try
Cornelius, or Baby New Year? In case you're wondering, if a country believes in mercantilism, they want as much precious metal as possible. So they'd want Yukon Cornelius, who's always digging and licking for gold. Yeah, if they make Yukon Cornelius their finance minister, they could make Herbie the dentist elf their surgeon general.
Excuse me.
Okay, I need a category. The selection is another victim claimed by the rainbow of fruit flavors. This one can net you $1,000. Hey, do you like riddles? Well, here's one coming your way. Your friend confesses to you he's addicted to Skittles, but you know he's allergic to candy. What is it he's compelled to do? Performing daring stunts on rollerblades, using his Australian sex toy, massaging his feet with wooden beads, or playing a game similar to
I don't
bowling?
think Skitters a type of sex toy, which is, free.
No. And now here's a massage for your score.
One.
Oh, lower, a little lower.
Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. In the English 9-pin game Skittles, players toss their balls or their cheese down a narrow alley. That's what Skittles is? Hell, I've been playing Skittles for years. I've always just called it private time. Category, please. 7, lucky 7. Coming at you before we knew how to rock or roll. $2,000 for a correct answer. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. Suppose Happy Days had been set in the 1930s rather than the 50s. Considering the popular musical trends of the time, what should the show's theme song have been renamed? Swing Around the Clock, I Want a Rhythm and Blues All Night, That Old Time Folk, or Jailhouse Opera?
The furries. It's a little hard, but I'm just gonna be safe and go with one. That was my
Bet you
original
wish
guess.
you'd pick this.
Oh, darn
In
it.
its popularity, especially on the radio, swing music was to the 30s what rock and roll was for the 50s. So Rock Around the Clock would become Swing Around the Clock. And since swing was popular during the Depression era, Happy Days would become really sullen days. All right, hit me. Hey, all right. Guess what you just picked? It's time to play Dis or Dat. This Dis or Dat's category name is Stop Playing With That. Heads up. Now I'm going to read off 7 terms, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a yo-yo trick or a euphemism for masturbation. As each phrase comes up, if it deals with a yo-yo, press 1. If it deals with genitalia, press 2. And press 4 to skip. Okay, maestro, if you think you know the rules, I'll go ahead and put 30 seconds on the clock.
The yo-yo trick.
Let's do it. Beat the bishop. Choke the chip. Rock. Skip. Spank. Walk the... One more.
All right.
That's all she wrote. You picked up 5. Not memorable, but not terrible. Okay, how about a new question? I need a category.
Aloha, question number 9.
Now serving. This question makes wide right turns. You give me a right answer, I give you $3,000. Hey, it's moving day, and you're moving to Burma. If you try to rent a trailer from the U-Haul you find in the Burma phone book, who might end up helping you with your move? A UN ambassador, a priest, a martial arts student, or some guy named Hall?
Okay, I'm not trying this.
See, now, I could have given you some cash if you picked this. In Burma, the word "you" is used as a salutation of respect before a man's name, so U-Haul would be some guy named Hall. After he's done helping you move, you can take him to one of those all-oo-can-eat places. He'll dig that. Okay, pick a category. You, my friend, better start getting comfortable, because this one could get steamy. You're joining in on a three-way. Okay, listen. Oh, so you already have previous experience with three-ways. Well, I'm impressed. Let's see what you've learned. Let's just say this one's known as Interpreting the Simpsons, which means we're going to be using the three-way of Bart, Lisa, and Maggie. Well, good luck. And don't worry, I'll still respect you when this is over.
Former nickname named British PM.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that was lucky.
Oh, yeah.
Lucky 2.
Oh, yeah.
Lucky 2. Maggie May.
Oh, yeah.
Bart. That's my guess.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, I might get a perfect. On a lucky guess.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god! Bart, Maggie's Farm. That's my guess.
Oh, yeah.
I got all of them with the lucky guesses!
Okay, we're stripped down to our skivvies.
Can't believe it!
Yeah, let's see how you scored. Nicely done, a perfect score. Must be all that practicing alone, huh? This should firm up your overall score.
Lucky guesses!
Well, it seems we're moving on now. Let's see what's up next. That's it for round
That
one.
is-
Let's go to round
that
two.
is-
Every question
that
in
is
round two is
history.
worth twice as
We
much.
just
So we got
made
some serious
history.
cash at stake here. Let's get
We
to
made
it.
history.
Okay, I need a category.
Don't look now. It's question 11.
Open wide and get ready for fun things to do with a broomstick. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Let's see how you handle this one. Let's say all the countries of the world are having a limbo party. Since they're called the Low Countries, which group of nations might you expect to limbo the lowest? Greece, Albania, and Bulgaria? Jamaica, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic? Argentina, Chile, and Uruguay? Or Belgium, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands?
I'm going to play it safe and say 2, just to make sure.
The correct answer is... The Low
Oh,
Countries
thank
is an
God.
area of Northwest Europe made up of Belgium, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands.
Thank
From what
God
I
I
hear
didn't
about
go for
Amsterdam,
2.
I bet the Netherlands is also extremely good at 7 minutes in heaven. Category, please.
I'm getting a reading of 12. Over.
Pucker up for Webster would be proud, we think. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. Well, look what we've got here. Today's a special treat. Today we've got a real celebrity in the studio to help host this question. Let's bring him in here, Raul, and tell him who we've got.
Yeah, okay, today we've got Jeffrey Dincher, who has memorized the entire Webster's Third New International Dictionary.
Great. Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Cookie.
How you doing? You excited?
Oh, yes, I'm enervated.
Ooh, that must hurt. So, you've memorized the entire dictionary, huh?
Indubitably.
How long did that take you?
About 4 years.
Okay, well, let's see that question then.
Okay. Of these 4, which word's entry appears last in the dictionary? Is it pro-opic, propagate, proliferate, or propaganda?
Okay.
propagate, meaning to cause to continue or increase by natural reproduction. You know, like to have kids.
Yeah!
It's the last entry of these four in the
order.
dictionary.
That was great, Jeff.
Order.
That's some talent you've got.
Thanks, Cookie. Will you be my friend?
Sure, Jeff. But after the show, okay? All right, then. Well, we've all learned a new
I got it
word,
right.
and I've got a
Alphabetical
new
order.
friend. Let's move on now.
Thanks, Cookie.
Yeah, bye, Jeff. Here's the door. All right, hit me. This one's called Coming Out of the Mystical Closet. This one can net you $6,000. Hey, let's imagine that Mrs. Kravitz finally gets the goods on Samantha from Bewitched and turns her into the police. If the authorities decide to deal with Samantha in the same manner as the Salem witch trials, what will happen? Mrs. Kravitz will start gathering kindling, Darren will make her stay in her bottle, Mr. Kravitz will donate the use of his pool, or Larry Tate will advertise her hanging.
I'm not gonna try it.
Okay, Durwood, here's the real answer. By the end of the Salem witchcraft trials, 19 witches were publicly hanged, and 19 noses were chopped off to prevent any last-minute escapes. Okay, pick a category. You know that old saying, nothing's impossible? Well, that's just a load of crap. And you're about to find out why.
Uh-oh.
Say hello to Do Not Enter. Holy cow,
no.
looks like this one's going to be worth 20,000 big ones. Okay, you think you're so smart, right? Well, try this one out. Buzz in and type if you know what the answer is. I'm thinking of a number between 1... Run with it, type in your answer. 5 is the number on my mind. Let's see if you can read my mind now to know what I'm thinking about you. I need a category.
Not 14, not 16, you're right in between.
Let's see what we got going. War. Huh. Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4 grand. Flex those fingers, cause here it comes. Which battle of the bands would best describe the War of 1812? Modern English versus America, Atlanta Rhythm Section versus Boston, Europe versus Asia, or the Bengals versus
Not
Wilson
4.
Phillips?
I don't think it's 2, so I'm gonna say it's 3.
No, see, if the bands Europe and Asia are at war, everyone loses.
Oh.
Here's what you should have picked. The War of 1812 was between the British and the Americans. This would be a great way to teach history class, although you might have a hard time finding bands named South Vietnam and Somalia.
Modern English was British. Okay.
Okay, I need a category. Uh-oh! Left nut kick, I'm sore!
It's time for foolishness.
Take a look at your gibberish category. Too stupid to eat. The opening value for this gibberish question is going to be $10K. All right, as soon as you know the answer, buzz in, because I'm taking away some cash every second and a half. Okay, tell me, with what does this rhyme? Shock your twin, wetteth in dummin'. And you can just blow off that punctuation there. First clue, it's a TV show. It's a TV show on CBS. Hey, do they still have that Peacock? Last clue, Jane Seymour plays a doctor on it. You're gonna have to hurry, I don't make house calls. Come on, I really love that show. You know, Shock Your Twin, wetteth in dummin'.
Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Actually, that reminds me, I need to make an appointment to have a look at this rash I've got.
That was a tough one.
Category, please.
On the big bayou in Louisiana, quest on 17.
Okay, give it up for a sitcom called Math. Set up straight. This one's worth $6,000. Put it in gear, because here we go. Suppose that the 1984 cast of Saturday Night Live and the cast of Seinfeld are two mathematical sets. Which of the following would be true of the two sets? Julia Louis-Dreyfus is the intersection, Michael Richards is the intersection, Julia Louis-Dreyfus is the union, or Michael Richards is the union?
I think it's Michael Richards, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's the intersection or the union. So I'm not going to try.
Should have picked this.
I would have been wrong.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus has been on Saturday Night Live and Seinfeld, so she's the intersection of the two sets. Michael Richards was on the variety show Fridays, which intersected with a garbage can in 1982.
Oh, okay.
All right, hit me. Well, looks like this category is Don't Call Me Donnie. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Think fast. If Don Vito Corleone were succeeded in power by his son In Vitro Corleone, what could we assume about the new Godfather? He cannot eat solid food, he has a woman's sex organs, he has a vitamin deficiency, or he was conceived in a petri dish.
It could be 4. Let's try it.
In vitro fertilization refers to a fertilization method in which sperm and egg meet in a petri dish.
Yeah!
It's been proven to be much more successful than the attempts at combining mobsters with horses' heads. Okay, pick a category. May I introduce...
Shall we play a game?
4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Looks like it's time to fill in the blank. Get ready to buzz in and type your answer. Here we go. All right, how do you complete this phrase?
Come on down. You're the next contestant on...
The Price is
Let's see
Right!
what
You're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
And if you hear those words, run for your life, because you're about to look like an ass. I need a category.
20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 50.
The category is, what's so funny about eternal damnation? How does $2,000 sound? Okay, we've all read Dante's Divine Comedy, right? The epic poem about a trip through hell? Or was I the only one forced to read that stuff in high school? Say Dante revisits hell in a sequel to the Divine Comedy. If he brings along a divining rod, what could he do? Catch very large fish, conduct the damn Soul's Orchestra, conjure up magic spells against Satan, or find a cold, refreshing drink?
I think it's 4, so I'm going to say to catch very large fish.
Hey, get the net. I think I got one.
Oh, throwback. It's just another wrong answer.
Oh, darn it.
In case you're wondering, a divining rod is a forked stick which supposedly can help find underground water, which would come in very handy. The water from the Lake of Fire always tastes bad unless you put it through a Brita. Category, please.
Here we go. We had it. We had history. We made history. Now let's see if we can catch this easy category or not so easy category.
Welcome to the Jack. A little edgy, aren't we? Relax and take a look at this clue. I'll tell you when to panic. Color my world. I'm gonna rock your world in a second here. Good luck.
Sunlight. Yellow. Or orange once we come back to it. Yep, it's yellow. It's orange. There we go. Rembrandts. Probably white. We'll see. Click. Chocolate brown. Toilet. What the heck is it? Oh my god. Okay, red, blue, or green. Blue, okay, got it. Heinz ketchup is red. Even though I hate that stuff since I have autism. Where is red? There it is. Sealed wrap up. So it's green. Somebody's yellow. White. White or black. Got all of them.
Well, slap my face and call me sugar. Let's see how you jack your final score.
Whoa!
That's the game. Congratulations, my friend. You made it through an entire game by yourself and you came out on top. Not many people can say that, but I know plenty of people who can say,
You don't know Jack.
Great show, everybody. Lovely
That
work as
was
usual.
the best
Raoul, hon,
you
what's
know
going on
Jackie
now?
ever in the history of games.
Oh yeah, really nice player, number 1, high score. Have you heard of a word called humility? You might want to look it up. Then get back to me and let me know if you'd like to play again.
Alright guys, we're done. See you guys later.
He'll like you if you put your own needs aside.
Your breasts can defy gravity. Here's how.
Yes, you can force him to love you.
There's always something to obsess about, just for her.
There's a killer in your house, and it's lurking right under your feet. Learn about killer carpets tonight. My wife and I would love to hear the patter of little feet